Alright, so, if you have a highlighter or something, highlight the equation for a circle. Okay? It's going to be x minus something, so that h is just a number. You want to replace it maybe with x minus a number squared plus y minus a number squared. So hopefully those look familiar. That's why we were doing stuff with squares. Equals r squared. Okay? So they're going to be giving you a center. That's going to have an h and a k, or a number and a number. And then they're going to give you a radius. Okay? So all you have to do is substitute in. So for example, your circle is the center 8, 15. It would be x minus 8 squared plus y minus 15 squared. And then the radius is the square root of 3. So you have to read r squared, which is square root of 3 squared. What's that? Square root of 3 squared. If you have a calculator, put it on your calculator. Or think about it. Square root of 3 times square root of 3. Okay, so do square root of 3 times square root of 3. So square root of 3 squared. 3. Okay. Alright. So, the only time it gets tricky is when you have negatives, but you want to think of your center as my 8 minus my 8 has to get me to 0. My 15 minus my 15 has to get me to 0. Okay? So in this one, it would be x minus 5 squared plus minus a negative is what? The same as positive. So instead of minus negative 3, we want to write plus 3. So you can see that the 5 minus 5 would get you to 0. The negative 3 plus 3 would get you to 0. And then if our radius is 15, what is 15 squared? 325. Okay? So we'll do one more, and then we will release ourselves. So x plus 2 or minus 2? Y minus 0. We can just write as y squared equals 3.5 squared, which is, how do you do this? What's 3.5 squared? 12.25? Okay. Okay. So take about 2 minutes at 8:04. I want to see those on your paper. If you have them, let me know. X squared plus y squared equals 121. So the diameter is 22, which means the radius is 11. And then the only reason why this one's x plus 1 is because x minus negative 1 is the same as x plus 1. Okay? It's always minus, but because this is a negative, minus negative is the same as plus. Plus, again, this is going to be plus 2.8. And the radius is 4, so r squared is 16. Because it's minus a negative, which is the same thing as plus. minus 1. That's different than plus positive 1. Okay? Typically we don't see this, so we keep change, change. Do you remember that? Okay? Alright, moving on to identifying the center. Okay? So the center is going to be, you look here, the x-coordinate has to make that 0. So basically you think x plus 2 equals 0. What's your x-coordinate? Negative 2. And then y minus 3 has to get to the 0. So what's the y-coordinate? 3. So however you think of it, if you think of the opposite of what you see, do that. Or if you have to set each one 0, do that. Then your radius. R squared is 25, so R is 5. Okay? What's the center in the next one? 0, 0. When you see just the x squared and the y squared, your center is 0, 0. The radius is what? Well, it will be, so let's just leave it as, you'll be taking in the square root of 7. Okay? So don't put it as a decimal, just do it as square root of 7. What's the center here? 4 what? 2. 4, 2. Because you want 4 minus 4 to get to 0. 2 minus 2 to get to 0. The radius? How'd you get 14? Square root of 196, so that means R is 14. Okay? Center in the next one? 8, negative 2. Radius? 2. Okay? So that is basically all of sort of the new stuff. We have a little bit at the end. But we're going to look at these and then we will practice. Okay? So here's what you would have to graph. You would have to graph the center. So here's the center. Negative 3, 2. And then from the center, you count up, left, right, and down. So what's the radius? How long did it take us to get to the center? That point. 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay? So now my equation, is it going to be x minus 3 or x plus 3? Good. So it's minus a negative plus y minus 2 or y plus 2? Y minus equals r squared, which is, radius is 3, so 3 squared is 9. Okay? Next one, what's my center? It'll usually be marked. So what's that center? 0, 0, radius, out to 6. Equation, we can just do x squared plus y squared equals r squared, which is, what's 6 squared? Good. Okay? Alright, so, if I want to graph the circle, you start at the center. So that's how you gotta know how to graph the point. -2, -1. There's the center. You want to put a little C there. Now you can choose your radius. You go up 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a point. You go to the left 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's okay if it goes off a little. And then to the right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you do your best to connect. Okay? You're making a circle, so try not to use like straight lines. Just do your best. Okay? And there's your circle. You start at the center. So I plot -1, -2. Then from the center, I use my radius of 5, 5, 5, 5. So these are the 4 points I know on my circle. Okay? Number 2, start at the center. -4, 1, 2, 3, 4, down 1. Whoa, Miss Finney, guess what's happening right now? You are finding these. No, look! You're live! You're live on camera! Knock, knock. Who's there? Britney Spears. Really? Britney Spears is here! Knock, knock. Who's there? Oh, I did it again. We're back live. Okay? You plot your center. What's my radius? What's my radius? That's right, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then do your best to make a circle. Okay? 2 minutes, plot the last 2, and then we have one more tiny little thing to finish up. All right, make sure you're on this part, the new stuff. So, sometimes they're going to give you an equation. So here is my equation. For kicks and giggles, what's my center? -5, 4. Because remember, you want x plus 5 to get to 0. What's my radius? Remember that's r squared. So r squared equals 169. So r is the square root, which is nice and perfect, 13. Okay? All right, so they're going to give you an equation. We are going to have to determine if the point that they give us is on, inside, or outside. So for all of these, we're going to use this equation. Okay? The point will be on the circle. If the number we get on the left, so if our number equals 169, we're on the circle. If our number is less than 169, we're going to be inside. And then if the number we get is greater than, we are going to be outside the circle. Okay? Now, obviously, this 169 will change, and what your equation is will change. The process will not, though. Okay? All you do, you take your number, is 8 the x or the y? X. So you're going to do 8 plus 5 squared plus 4 minus 4 squared. Somebody, please put that into your date. What's that say? Please put that in your calculator and tell me what you get. It was suggested to me for the folks that are absent to record the lesson. This is a 169. All right. So our number is 169. Is 169 equal to 169? Are we on, in, or 5 squared plus 0 minus 4 squared. I would key it in literally like that. I'm taking random, so please be ready. Tony, put this in your calculator. Tell me what you get. Try one more time. Oh. Okay. Well, is 457 greater than, equal to, or less than? All right. So what do you know about that point? Okay. Out. All right. I'm going to do D, and then the rest will be on your own. Okay? So you're using your equation. So you're going to do negative 10 plus 5 squared plus 0 minus 4 again. Give you a couple seconds and then I'll pick somebody. I would key it in exactly as I see. Elaine. Perfect, that's what I got. So, 41, is it equal to, less than, or greater than 169? So, are we in, out,